guys, welcome back to Angel and Angela. And on this topic, you guys, I came on here basically to talk to you guys about the Jezebel spirit and why the Jezebel spirit will always sabotage you. So why is it so very important for you guys to know that the Jezebel spirit will always try to sabotage you? Because you never know where she's going to come out of, to be honest with you. Jezebel spirit, she's a very sneaky spirit. She will make you feel like you could just be yourself. She's not going to judge you. She's someone that, sometimes can come off very comforting, sometimes a little bit wild. But at the end of the day, they have good intentions. At least that's what you think. Sometimes this spirit will deceive you because it will feel very real, because in the Jezebel spirit's eyes, she's looking at the situation like, she's this person who she's created, and the fact that you believe it makes her feel good. That's the only part of her support towards you. The Jezebel spirit likes the way she looks in the eyes of others, right? So what the Jezebel spirit will do is that she will lift you up, but then she will sabotage you. So she can financially be doing things for you, and people are looking at it like, your parents have gave you everything. You have a new car. You have this. They're looking at materialistic things, right? They'll think because they have a lower grade narcissistic mother, it's not as bad, right? So people have their perception about the Jezebel spirit, but the Jezebel spirit likes to bring people up. And the moment that things are working for you, she becomes jealous. So jealousy is the main source that lives within the Jezebel spirit. This is why, she copycats. This is why she does these things. And she might have an excuse to why she does the things that she does. But the main source is jealousy, envy. Those are the things that drive her. So her intentions could have been good, but it's only because she liked the way she saw herself. Once you start getting attention, it's your birthday, it's a holiday, celebration, promotion for you. Just like the narcissist, she will ruin it. So say if you're in a narcissistic family and the ringleader is your grandmother, and people are sticking by her side, she has crossed certain family members, even people that she raised, and it almost seems like it was orchestrated in a way where she knew everyone was going to fall like a domino effect, right? It's like it was very strategic. And you're thinking, no, someone cannot be strategic like this, not for this many years. But then, the wiser you become, you start to see why it is that they're very strategic. And that's because they're always premeditating things. So they're not going to tell you how they feel about something, and they're going to premeditate something behind your back. That's what narcissist men do too. Right? Even in friendships, they're kind of like, I'm going to pretend to be your friend, but the moment I can get over on you, I'm going to get over on you. Right? I know we told each other we forgave one another, and, we're 2 years into our friendship, 3 years, and all of a sudden something very major happens and they don't take accountability for it. And they make it seem like it's an accident. So a lot of times these type of people play really, really dumb with you. Like they don't remember. Like they don't remember what they said. They didn't remember what they did. They just stole something and came back in here. You stole something. I told you not to come back. I told you not to come back. But they come back to the scene of the crime like nothing happened, right? They come back like everything is okay. Like you don't like they're hypnotizing you. Like you didn't see that. Look at me. I'm so slick. Look at me. And when you start to see them for who they are, you start to see everything, and you're like, you're not even as smart as you think you are, but you really made me fall for your delusions. It's crazy. You made me sabotage even myself because I fed into your delusions. I believed you. I actually believed you. You know, so these people will orchestrate things, and you'll see that they're always having meetings, always having group text messages. And a lot of times, pay attention to people who send you group messages and then they just stop. And this could be anywhere. It could be at your job. First, they're sending you, group messages. Here's the schedule. And then they don't. Then people start talking about you, making things up. And then if you defend yourself, now they're trying to sabotage you just because you said something, and they're basically saying you're not allowed to defend yourself, yet they cross boundaries and they're acting like they're special, like they're on a pedestal. And they basically sometimes make you self-sabotage, and sometimes, they just lie flat out. They lie. They'll lie to your face. They'll lie in front of other people's faces and look you in the eyes. And they know that that's what people are looking for. Or if you're dramatic, now they're calm. They're strategic. Everything is strategic. And they think it's funny. And then when they find it funny, people are confused because they're like, am I laughing with them because it's actually funny? Because this person, do I believe this narcissist because he's laughing, because he's like looking at you like you're crazy, you're the delusional one, and you're stuck in between who's right and who's wrong. And then they're like, no, in all seriousness, they stop laughing. In all seriousness, I would never do that. And they'll lie. I never did that. I never said that about you. I never told them that. Or they'll just ignore you. Or they'll just act like they're going to have a heart attack. Or they'll just start crying. Or they'll fall on the floor and say you pushed them. Like very, very, self-sabotaging behavior to make you look crazy, just to antagonize you. So why will the Jezebel spirit always sabotage you? Why? Because this person can have everything. It seems like they have a good personality when they want to. They can have the looks, they can have many good qualities about them. But what makes the Jezebel spirit someone who is out to get you, is out to make you destroy yourself? Or what are the things that you're going to notice about these type of people? And the main one is that if they're not getting some type of attention, admiration, if they don't feel in control of the person, their goal is going to be to have control over you. And you're thinking, well, why would someone, force themselves on me? Why would they, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of self-sabotaging me? Why can't you just leave me alone? Just how you tell a narcissist, why did this person come do this to me? Why couldn't he just leave me alone? Why, right? Because the Jezebel spirit, I always say she's so cunning. Very, very cunning. So things can be going perfect. At least that's what it seems like. And out of nowhere, she'll do something cunning and you're like, you didn't have to do that. Or you could have just asked me. You could have just asked me. But she will do something cunning, and sometimes she doesn't care about getting caught because she feels like, she's testing you out. She's testing your limits. She's like, oh, don't you know that, I'm giving you bad energy already? Oh, you're going to forgive me? Okay, then I can push your boundaries even more now. So they'll always do something cunning to show you that they're willing to self-sabotage you in ways where they get into your mind and mind F you. They play games, right? So the Jezebel spirit has a very hateful, very jealous spirit. And I've also said she's a copycat. She sees you buy something, she goes and buys it immediately. And it's not just because she wants to copy you, but she's someone that a lot of times, once she has this image of what she's supposed to be, or the type of supply she's trying to attract, you know, there's no limits to what she will do. She'll have a whole makeover, and now she's like wearing dashikis, and if that's what it's called, whatever. And, you know, or now she's a Buddhist. Like, so she has many different characters that she takes form of. She likes to venture out into different, you know, cultures, religions, and a lot of times she's imitating to get something. There's something that she wants. There's some type of supply. She's looking for people that, you know, will do whatever she wants. You know, anyone around the Jezebel spirit, you have to be willing to give up yourself. And you're thinking to yourself, if you're thinking to yourself, I'm hanging out with this Jezebel spirit because when I'm around her, I get more attention or more clout. If you're thinking like that, then you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know the type of trouble she'll put you in. She'll make you do things just so that you can sabotage yourself, get into a car accident, you know, get into arguments with strangers. She'll, you know, she's the type of person that will, you know, sleep with your partner, and then she'll say, oh, you know, you were never my friend like that. She was never my friend. And the reason she's going to continue doing this, no matter how much she takes from people, no matter how many flying monkeys she has around, the reason she's going to continue to copycat is because of her own envy, her own jealousy. You're thinking she's just copying you, but she's copying other people. She's taken different forms. And that's how she takes energy, right? She becomes like you. She takes everything from you. She steals the way you talk, the way you laugh, everything. She's studying you. Then she starts speaking like you. She starts thinking like you because of her own jealousy, because of her own envy. And when the mask slips, and certain people won't be fooled by her that are close to her, but when the mask slips, the real her is going to be there. And then she won't be able to know how to go back to your identity. So she'll copy someone else. And this is why you'll say, why it seems like the Jezebel, she doesn't care. She's just from one person to another. She's looking for the perfect supply. She's not just sleeping around with different supplies because she just wants to sleep with different supplies. She's looking at who is going to get love bombed by this supply that I'm giving. And whoever gets love bombed, they're looking for a rude awakening because she's going to destroy you. It feels like you're in a cloud at first, or you're planning things in your mind. But just the simple fact that you're planning a future and positive things, do you know that she hates you for that? You're thinking, why does she doesn't want the good guy. She wants the narcissist. You're planning good things. She hates the good. She becomes jealous of the good in you. And you're like, yeah, but it's for you. How can you get jealous of something, but I'm doing it for you? How can the person you want to exchange energies with is jealous because they can't just take all of your energy without you getting anything in return? This person is jealous of the fact that everything you're saying, they feel like, I don't feel anything. But if you were with an empath, she'll appreciate you. She would feel like she's in heaven. I don't care about none of this stuff. This doesn't mean anything to me. The future is not forever. It's never guaranteed for no one. That's how she's looking at it. Like anything can happen. Things can change. I can love you one minute. I can hate you the next. And that's because the Jezebel spirit, because of her own sin, her purpose, because of her own sin, it's a disease. Her nature is to destroy you. No matter how much you try to save her, no matter how much you talk to her, no matter how much of a good influence you are, no matter how much of a positive influence you are to her, or if she has children, she doesn't care. She might say that she does. She might tell you what you want to hear, but the simple fact that you have good inside of you, she is actually jealous of that. And you're kind of like, well, you can be good too. You can be good too. And to her, it's like, there's nothing wrong with me. You're just too nice. And it's not that you're too nice because, you know, that's one thing that the narcissist tries to play us with, because we all have another side to us. We just choose to be good like they choose to be bad, right? So they're looking at it like it's a weakness, but then they envy it at the same time because they want to use it for their benefit. And when people realize that it's not authentic and their lies come to light, now they hate you. Now they want to destroy you. You know, they want to give people a perception of you to their friends, to people around them, you know. And when you show them that you're not that type of person and they see something in you and they might even like you, they're jealous. They see the look in people's eyes when they like you, and it makes them jealous. And you would think that you would like my partner. You know, it's like you would think, hey, you know, you should be happy that your friends and your family like me. But it's because her nature already from the jump, it's just to destroy you. So, the Jezebel spirit is jealous of everyone, anything. The things that you think the Jezebel spirit won't be jealous of, she's jealous of. You know, you can literally, you know, take this person out to eat and they'll be mad at you because you have money to spare drinks and you don't care. You're just you don't care. If they see that you don't care, you're living life, you're happy, they want to be around you, but they don't like you. They only want your energy. So, I hope that this message, you guys, was helpful for your healing and your understanding. If you guys want to book a session with me, my booking information is on the description box. As always, you know, give me 24 hours and I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and your healing. And I'll talk to you guys on the next podcast. Love you guys. Bye.